histology of the eye. So the person is looking this way, like that. So there's air right here. This is the cornea, right? The part that you might scratch if you have your contact lens incorrectly on there. Okay? So this is behind the cornea. So this would be the anterior chamber of the anterior cavity. This is the cornea. It's got two layers. This is the fibrous layer. This is the epithelial layer. Okay? Can you go to the right? Again, go ahead, to the right. Okay, so this is epithelial layer, and this is fibrous layer of the cornea. Okay, go to the right. Go again to the right. Go to the right. Okay, so what you're looking at, if you can just go over there for a second, just come over here. What we're doing is looking at this place where the iris and the corneoscleral junction is right here, and we're going to look at the processes and the muscle. Okay, so when you come back over here, you can see that this is the iris right here, and the back of the iris, you're actually going to have a lot of melanocytes with melanosomes, where it has a lot of melanin and gives your eye color. These are ciliary processes. This is the ciliary muscle, and together they're called the ciliary body. Okay? And up here, this is the cornea where the light would come through. Obviously it's not blue, they just dyed it. This is the sclera, the white part of your eye. You can't have the sclera cover it, otherwise the light wouldn't come through. So you have the cornea here, and the sclera here, and this is the corneoscleral junction. The other part is right here is a hole called the canal of Schlemm, and if you want to circle it to remind yourself that it's a hole. So basically, these are going to produce aqueous humor. It goes all the way around through the pupil and comes back to the canal of Schlemm, and this is going to take it back into the blood. These are both anterior cavity. This is anterior chamber. This is posterior chamber. Okay, go ahead to the right. Again, this is nice and easy to see. Ciliary processes, so that you remember that they produce aqueous humor. This down here is the sclera, the outer white part of the eye. Okay, you can go forward. Okay, so this is the iris. The reason why you know that is because it's got a lot of color to it. And this is the back of the iris, so this is going to be the posterior chamber of the anterior cavity. Think about the anterior cavity being in front of the lens, posterior cavity being behind the lens. Right here you see granules with lots of melanin in them, and they're called melanosomes. Some means body, melan means brown or black. So it's basically melanosome is basically a granule with melanin inside. Okay, and this is the pigmented epithelium. Pigmented epithelium, remember that's iris. Okay, go ahead forward. So what you're saying is the iris again. This is the back. The color part is in the back. Kind of weird to remember that. This is, again, the iris. This is going to be anterior chamber of the anterior cavity. This is posterior chamber of the anterior cavity. Okay, go ahead and forward. Okay, so this big thing here is your lens. Okay, this is going to be your ciliary body with the muscle and a process. Okay. And right up here, I would recommend you circle it right there. That's the canal of Schlemm. Okay, go ahead forward. This is what the lens looks like. You can see these lines on here. This is the outer layer here, and this is the crystalline layer. Some people call it stroma, but if you call it crystalline fibers, like crystals, think of it that way. Go to the next one. Okay, could go back one. Could stop for a second. To the retina. There, right. Good. Back one. Yeah. Okay. That's it. Okay, so make sure you see this. So we're going to look at this one again on the previous page. So go back. Okay. And this is what you're doing is looking at the retina. This is a hard one. Make sure you take your time when you look at this. The first thing is notice red blood cells here. So this is the blood vessel. That's the first thing you should see, nice and easy. So when you think blood vessel, you think choroid. So this is your choroid layer, all of this right here. Remember we did rocks. So we start from the inside and work your way out to get rocks. So start from the right here. This is your retina. This is your choroid with the blood vessel here. And then S is for sclera. Okay. Can you go forward a few times? And go ahead. Go ahead. That's it. Stop. Okay, thank you. Again, this is going to be rocks again. So remember that this is the retina. So you have the retina is over here with its several layers of peanut butter and jelly. Okay. Then you have the choroid right here. And then this is your sclera. Of course, it's white, but they did it in blue just so that you could actually see it better. Okay, so remember R, C, S. Okay, can you go forward? One. Just no, just one. No, go back. Okay, so look at this for a second. I know it's shaking here. Sorry about that. So this is going to help you look at that slide. So it tells you the photoreceptors, what colors they are, so you can take a look at all of them. Okay, so I'll leave that up for a second. Of course, you can pause it. Go to the right one. Okay. When you look again, this is the retina. All of this. So when the light comes through, it comes through and it hits here. This is a cone. This is a. I'm sorry. This is a cone. This is a rod. These are the photoreceptors up there. So P, B, and G. So photoreceptors. All of this here, and it continues going all the way down here. Then you have bipolar cells, because it's got two processes, bipolar. Okay, there are different types of bipolar, you don't need to know all of them. This is bipolar, and then this, the ganglion, P, B, and G, and this is the one that's going to go through and send the message out through the optic nerve. One is the Meissner corpuscle. You see, it's very close to the surface of the skin, so you only need light touch for that. Okay, so it's called Meissner corpuscle. It's right underneath the stratum basale of the epidermis. Go ahead and forward to the right. To the right. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. That's it right there. So if you turn your head this way, just turn the video for a second, just so they can see it. Just that turn, yeah, and then go back. Okay. To remember that this is the epidermis. This is the dermis. This is the dermal papilla, and right in here, it's kind of hard to see, is the Meissner corpuscle. Okay, so it's got a little bit of corrugation right there, and that's it right there. Meissner corpuscle. That's where it is. So remember that basically it's light or discriminative touch. And remember, epidermis, Meissner corpuscle, nerve fiber, dermis. That's it for that. Go to the left. Again, go back to where the skin was. That's it. Okay? We have free nerve endings. There are some different free nerve endings. They're not encapsulated. It's not a corpuscle like this one is. This is a free nerve ending. This is a free nerve ending. This is the one I want you to be able to see. So they're not encapsulated. So if you go to the right, go to the right. Oh, no, okay. So that's a free nerve ending. You don't see this nerve is not being surrounded by anything, okay? So this is known as a free nerve ending. Oh, I apologize. This is the free nerve ending there. And that was a hair follicle. Sorry. Sorry. Okay. To the left. Left. Right there. Whoop, go back. So this is a muscle. This is the muscle spindle. This is the tendon. So this is a Golgi tendon or Golgi tendon organ. Sometimes they call it a capsule. Go to the right, 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 right. There it is, right there. So this is the Golgi tendon organ or Golgi tendon capsule right here. Either one you want to call it is fine with me. Okay, stop.